Okay, just so you know, this whole video is completely unscripted. I've just got a few dot points on the structure to follow on my phone. So if I look down, that's what I'm doing. Most of this video is going to be completely unedited because I'm lazy and I really can't be bothered making a huge crazy edit. There'll be stuff around on the screen that comes up just from, throughout the video, but that's all. Alright, so I'm here to talk to you guys about why you need to upload your first song now. Like, not tomorrow, now. Right now. Right now. Stop waiting. So, a little bit of a backstory into me. I started writing music when I was 17 years old. I'm now 23 years old. And when I first started writing music, I was in grade 10. I'm in Australia, so it was year 10. And I was in year 10 high school. And basically, I kept it a secret from literally everyone. No one knew that I even played a guitar, that I sang, or even wrote music. When everyone was doing like classes at school, I never did music. I kept it completely 100% a secret. Now, this is because I was sort of, I guess, embarrassed about writing music, and it all came down to self-belief and me not thinking I was good enough. And looking back on it, I think it's okay. I wrote a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff. I have notebooks and notebooks full of songs, and even some that I'm now bringing from then to like release now. Anyway, that's besides the point, but I didn't really get into music because I didn't believe in myself, right? And it wasn't until I finished high school and then I went into university and I did a film course. Something that isn't music related, but I did a film course. And I kept writing, and I never really released anything. And I'd have like accumulated over like 1 billion voice memos on my phone of songs completely finished, but just because I didn't have that self-belief, I was like, I'm not good enough. Anyway, I ended up opening up a SoundCloud in that first year of uni and just putting some of these voice memos, like really bad recordings, onto SoundCloud. And I didn't think anything of it. And I'm not here to say that my life changed, I got 1 million followers and now I'm amazing. I'm just being realistic, like nothing happened. Nothing happened. Except something did happen. I kind of got this self-confidence through the, 200 people who listened to it, who were like, damn, this is actually pretty good. Like, this is decent. And obviously that self-validation felt nice, but I needed to kind of still find that in myself. Like, I was getting the compliments of like, you're actually pretty good, but I hadn't found that for myself, so that was like the next kind of thing that I needed to do. And then it turns out in 2019, turning into 2020, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Alright, I don't love film as a career. I want to do music. So I switched and I told my parents, I'm like, I'm doing music. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to be a musician. YOLO, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. And I was like, okay, well, how am I going to start? I'm going to release an album. That was my first thing. I was going to release an album because an album was this whole thing that I've wanted to do for ages, and it was like, I wanted to make this huge, like, concept album, this epic start to finish playthrough of music that's just really cool, and it tells a story, and it's all driven and all that sort of stuff. But then the pandemic came, and I was like, fuck. What do I do? I mean, I don't have anything to do. I can't go record. I had like a whole plan of how I was going to record the songs that I was going to record. Half of them, obviously, all of them, sorry, was all through like the ones that I'd written back in when I was in high school and didn't really tell anyone that I was writing songs. And then the pandemic happened, and I'm like, shit, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I kept going with the film course. And I hated it. I hated it so much. And I, was playing guitar and writing so much. And I don't know, a kind of thing during the pandemic, and I'm sure this happened to a lot of people, where they kind of realized, like, if they were in a shitty job that they didn't like, they kind of realized, like, hey, what am I doing with my life? Like, what am I actually doing being in this shitty job? Like, I literally hate it. I should do what I actually like doing, right? So they've quit and done whatever they've done, open their businesses, open whatever, even though it's a very unstable time, but they still do it anyway, which is great. I think it's great. So basically it's like basically the same thing that happened to me. I was kind of like, well, is this really where I want my direction in life to go? Do I really want to be doing like, you know, short films and stuff all my life and all that? And I'm like, although I like it, you know, it's cool, it's fun, it's not exactly what I want to be doing for the rest of my life. Like, I had this whole thing of when I was like in grade 10, so I was like 15, 17, whatever it was, I was kind of like, the one thing that I wish I could be doing every single day is playing guitar and singing every single day, because I don't think I'd ever get bored or sick of it. And it's been like, what, 6 years or something since that, and I've kind of realized like that still holds truth, because then this year, 2021, I've been basically doing that, and I never really got sick of it. Like, it's still as fun as it is, you know. And man, this is a really long video of a fucking stupid. Anyway, so sorry. So then the pandemic hit, and I realized that, as everyone does, as a lot of people have. Sorry, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna do music, and I was like, in order for me to push myself fully, and in order for me to actually immerse myself in music and actually take myself seriously, that I wanted to do this as like a career path, I decided I'd release my first single. Because obviously with the whole album thing, I couldn't do that. Or that was an excuse, but still I was like, oh, I can't do it because of COVID. But I was like, you know, I have all this equipment, so meaning like a microphone, I've got the interface, I've got guitars, I've got, the whole song is finished. I can work with someone over Zoom and we can get it done. And so I finished the song, and that first song was called Isolation Vibes. And it did really well. I was doing my first ever time doing promotion for a song. I was sending, you know, hundreds and hundreds of emails a day, because I didn't have anything to do. I mean, technically I was still at uni, but I wasn't studying, so yeah. You know, I was putting my all into this one song, and I was really enjoying the process. And it went live. And honestly, on sometime during September last year, and honestly it was like one of the best feelings that I've ever had in my entire life, is going onto SoundCloud and Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and typing in my name and the song and being like, holy shit, I made that. Like, that's a song that I made. And, you know, you asked me 5-6 years ago if this song would ever have, you know, if I ever thought that any of this music would ever go out into the world, I would have said no. And it's pretty incredible, you know, to see something that you have created, you know, to be brought into life, and that can be viewed by millions and thousands and everyone, basically. So that was really cool. And I kind of realized, you know, although I wasn't 100% happy with the song, because at the time it still wasn't my favorite song that I had written, I was like, I know that this was the right decision, because these next songs that I record and put out are going to be better than Isolation Vibes, the first song. And that's just going to show that I've progressed, right? And that I'm progressing each and every song. Now, a lot of people are worried that they don't want to put their first song out because they're like, oh, it's not perfect, it's not this, it's not that. And I can totally understand. But honestly, if you don't put that out, when are you going to put it out? Like, when are you going to put out a song? Like, no one song is ever going to be perfect. Like, yeah, there's the Beatles. But even the Beatles is a great example. Paul McCartney always said that his songs that he used to write, like when he was doing like shit in his bedroom and all that, and so same as John Lennon, like they were all shit. Like the Beatles didn't get from like 0 to 100 in overnight. Like it took them years and years of practice, and mind you, they didn't put out songs, but at least they went performing them, and they felt what was good, what was not. Like I think it's better and more honorable to like put yourself out there and be like vulnerable and say like, hey, this is where I started. And this is where I am now. And it's like a huge like trajectory up. Like I think that's so much cooler than like, yeah, nah, man. You know, I'd put the song out, but like, it's not. Shut up. Like, shut up. Just shut up. Just put a song out. I know so many people right now who have like dozens of songs on their laptop ready to go, ready to be put out. Just put it out. Put it out. Put it out. I don't care what your excuse is. I don't care if it's not perfect. You're going to get better. It's going to feel rewarding. And you're going to keep doing it. Because you enjoy it, right? If you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. It's okay. Damn. Alright. I know that was probably really long. This video is running really long. But, like, the main thing is, like, you know, no one's first song is going to be good. And if anyone, like, for example, Post Malone, he did, White Iverson, right? That wasn't his first song. Alright, that wasn't his first song. It's not the first, maybe it's the first one that went viral and blew up overnight, which it wasn't overnight because there's no such thing as an overnight success. Everyone works hard and everyone puts in the effort, and it's just, you know, opportunity and luck, and that's how that works. Like, the whole overnight success thing is complete bullshit, in my opinion. So yeah, honestly, dude, if you want to put music out, put music out. And I urge you to put music out right now, because honestly, if you don't do it now, when else are you going to do it? You're not going to wait, you're sleeping on yourself, and you're lying to yourself. That was so fucking sheer motivational and shit. Anyway, I want to end it with something that Ed Sheeran says about writing music. And I think it holds very, very true to myself and to literally every other musician or artist or creative. You've got to just keep creating. You know, you might create something one day and it might be complete shit. You've got to go through the thousands of songs of shit till you get something good. Like, he uses a tap metaphor where it's like you turn on a tap, it's just dirty water flowing. You know, it's dirty, 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 but then it gets clean, right? Like, that's just how your music's gonna be. And mind you, when Isolation Vibes, looking back, it's not a bad song. I don't think it's a bad song. But, you know, with everything that I'm gonna be releasing, it's so much better than what it was. And that just shows the progression, which, once again, as I said, I reckon that's pretty cool. To show a progression of an artist, of coming from something that isn't amazing, to seeing that every single song improves, the structure improves, your vocals improve, and then, you know, you can do it. Anyway, this is a long video, I realize, I'm sorry. But please, 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 I urge you to put the song out now. Don't wait any longer, put it out now. Honestly, I think you'll be surprised, and you'll be able to look back and be proud of yourself. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys have a good New Year, good Christmas, all that sort of thing. And I'll be back with another video soon. I'm gonna plan on doing some like daily vlogs and stuff like that, because now I'm officially out of uni. I don't really have much to do apart from make music and work. So I'm gonna implement this as well and just bring you guys along for the ride. So if you enjoy that, consider subscribing. But if not, that's all cool. Alright, see ya. Peace. Bye. Woo!